Hey guys, it's Kim Snyder from thevoiceclub.com and kim-snyder.com. Wanted to show you my latest design for a recording audio booth. I built this booth at a radio network that I work at because I wanted to have one in my office. So I designed one. If you've seen my last one, it was made out of hollow core doors, which seem to be the biggest point of conversation. You can get those at any home improvement store. This one is a little bit more sound tight, and it's not. You could move it, but I really wouldn't. So here's what it looks like on the outside. We raised the base of this booth because we have an air vent underneath. You can see we just used some pretty sturdy hinges for the side of the door, and we've got, this was just from an automotive shop, a light at the top. So when the power strip goes on, the light goes on, people know I'm inside recording. I'll show you the inside in just a minute. But let's take a look at the side. This is could have been put on the floor, but we chose to put it up high. This is where all my electrical is coming out into a power strip. So again, this runs that red light. If I turn that off, no red light. And we've got those going up top, and I'll show you why. We chose to raise the lid of this just a little bit because it's flipping hot in here. So I don't think we're still getting enough air circulation, but I didn't want to let any more sound in than that. But it's really nice and tight. So let me show you the design from the inside. Door's pretty thick, about 4 inches or so. And you can see there's the door. We put the handle in the middle. We did put some insulation foam right around the openings of the door. That helps to keep it nice and tight and quiet. And inside, the walls are Roxol safe and sound insulation with a felt. So there's no hard surface, just felt on the inside. These lights that you see are just simple LED lights purchased at an automotive store. You'll see on the, it's kind of hard to see on the ceiling, but these are three-dimensional paper cardboard panels that help with the diffusion of the sound, because one of the problems in a really quiet room is you miss out on the high frequencies and a little bit of brightness in the sound. So this is just to add a little bit of that. They used to be available pretty cheaply. They're pretty pricey now, like 72 bucks for like 12 of them. But anything that you have that'll bounce the sound around that isn't absorptive will pretty much do the same thing. Okay, so this is my setup in this, since it's 2x4 framing underneath here. So that means we can mount a board and I can hang all my notes. I can hang clips from the notes and put things that I'm reading off of. I've got a calendar so I can keep an eye on what I'm up to date on. And I even hung this little paper thing on the wall just with, it's really the wrong way to do it, but I put paper clips, hooked them right into the felt. It works, right? Mounted our microphone stand right to this little, built this little shelf. Just has a little arc in it so that I can move a little bit closer to the screen. And in this case, we're using a Rode mic, which I have turned slightly because if I keep it that way, we get a little bit extra pop, and I don't like that. So basically, we're running off Pro Tools. And the mouse, everything we need. You could see that I've got a little M box underneath, and we've got a processor, a couple other little things that are not necessary, but nice. So listen to the sound. So here's the sound out here in the room as we get into the booth. If I close the door, it's pretty darn quiet. So there you go. It's a nice quiet room. This one cost us more than the last design I built. The last design I put together, not as tall, but about as large, a little bit larger than this, with the hollow core doors. That one was about $250. This one, beginning to end, was closer to $400. But this is more for a studio that is not going to be going anyplace. I call this the cube because the number one thing you don't want in a sound booth is square corners, and I built this on purpose because once we put that microphone in the corner, we've treated the surfaces on the sides, and we've treated the top with a little reflection of the wave. Then all of a sudden we're not dealing with a cube. We're working in a corner. So acoustically it works really nice. Oh, and it's been really nice to just walk from my desk 3 feet and work in the booth. There's my next design. We'll see what I come up with next. Your comments are appreciated.